That crisp Christmas Eve at our family ranch outside Boulder, Colorado. The air smelled of pine, roasted turkey, and fresh snow. I sat at the long oak table in my usual spot, third chair from the end, while the chandeliers sparkled over 3 generations of Bennett holiday cheer. For 4 years I'd given everything to Bennett Peak Provisions, our Rocky Mountain canned fruits and vegetables company. 16-hour days, no salary, just the belief that family meant something. Then my older sister Brooke, the polished face of the brand, laughed and said, "Honestly, with all this dead weight in operations, it's hard to streamline." She looked straight at me. The room froze for half a second, then erupted in nervous chuckles. Uncle Ray snorted into his wine. Even Mom's lips twitched. I felt the words land like cold stones in my chest, but I forced a small smile. "I fixed last month's inventory mess," I said quietly. Brooke's smile sharpened. "Helping? Cute. Some of us actually lead." It was her last-minute supplier change, skipping required quality checks to save costs, that had caused the near disaster I'd worked 72 hours straight to contain. No one mentioned that. I stood, napkin folded neatly. "I need some air." As I drove home through the snowy foothills, Grandma Vivian's voice echoed in my head. "Numbers never lie, Riley. And the person who keeps the records controls the future." She'd left a blind trust, 52% of the company, held until clear evidence showed leadership breached fiduciary duty. Only Mr. Harlan, her lawyer in Denver, and I knew. I'd quietly copied every email, every safety report, every questionable expense for years. 3 months later, the crisis hit. Brooke's cost-cutting shortcuts triggered an FDA recall on 2 product lines. Customers complained. Social media exploded. Jobs were on the line. At the emergency board meeting in our downtown Denver office, I laid the documents on the table. Dated emails proving ignored safety protocols, personal luxury trips charged as client development, decisions that risked everything Grandma built. Under Colorado corporate law and our bylaws, Mr. Harlan explained calmly, the trust activates. Riley now holds majority control. The vote was swift. 6-2. No confidence in the current CEO. Brooke stared at me, eyes wide. "You planned this." "No," I said gently. "I just stopped pretending. But you're still my sister. Step down. Get counseling for the burnout that pushed you to cut corners. We'll give you a marketing role with oversight, earn back trust the right way. Family doesn't throw people away. We help them stand up again." She cried right there in the conference room. At Easter dinner back at the ranch, she apologized to everyone. "I never saw how much you carried, Riley. I was wrong. Today I'm CEO. We raised wages 15%, made safety audits weekly, and turned profit sharing into real bonuses. The company is growing again. New contracts with Whole Foods, featured in Forbes for ethical turnaround. Brooke is in therapy, learning operations from the floor up, and slowly smiling again at family gatherings. The lesson I learned? Being called dead weight was the kindest gift they ever gave me. It freed me to prove that quiet strength, integrity, and forgiveness build something stronger than any spotlight ever could. Blood ties us, but choosing to lift each other is what keeps a family and a legacy alive.